Hello everyone. As some of you know, this is what I have been up to. I broke my ankle. So in theory I should have plenty of time to make videos, but in reality I haven't got much of anything done at all. So this is a response to Richard McCook's video where he presented two challenges. Show an album by a band that only made one album, one studio album, then a band who made only 2 studio albums, and so on up until 10. But I chose to do the second one where I show one album by a band that I only own 1 studio album, then by a band that I only own 2 studio albums, regardless of how many albums they have made. And this was a simple one up until I got number 10. And I came up with many that I have more than 10, but to have only 10 became a problem. And for example, I was thinking about Iggy Pop, and I came up with 10, only to finally remember that I have 11. I was almost going to cheat a little bit by showing 10 Fleetwood Mac solo albums until I remembered that I have 11 of those too. And finally, the one that I came up with 10 was sort of a desperation because I didn't think that I had that many, but I just thought that let's count anyway. And to my surprise, I have 10 studio albums by this band, and it's Pink Floyd. First one, Atom Heart Mother from 1970. Then Metal from 1971. Obscured by Clouds from 1972. Dark Side of the Moon from 1973. Wish You Were Here from 1975. Animals, 1977. The Wall, 1979. Final Cut, 1983. A Momentary Lapse of Reason, 1987. And The Division Bell, 1994. Okay, then let's move on to one that I have 9 studio albums by. Rod Stewart and Old Raincoat Won't Ever Let You Down, originally released in 1969 in US under the title of the Rod Stewart album, but in the UK it was released in 1970 under this title. Also from 1970, Gasoline Alley. Every Picture Tells a Story, 1971. Never a Dull Moment, 1972. Smiler, 1974. Atlantic Crossing, 1975. And I Don't Know Town, which is difficult for me to remember the title. I mean, I always remember this album by the title of Tonight's the Night because of the hit single, but the album is called And I Don't Know Town. And Footloose and Fancy Free, 1977. And Camouflage, 1984. Okay, on to band with 8 albums. Wigwam, Finnish band, first album from 1969, Hard and Horny. Tombstone Valentine, 1970. Nuclear Nightclub, 1975. Lucky Golden Stripes and Star Pose, 1976. Dark Album, 1977. Light Ages, 1993. Titan's Wheel, 2002. And Several Moons, 2006. Okay, band with 7 albums. I chose Santana, 1969, first album. Hold on for a moment. Abraxas, 1970. Three, 1971. Caravanserai, 1972. Amigos, 1976. Sebop, 1981. And 4, don't remember which year this is. I think this is from 2015 or 2016. Okay, with the 6 albums, I chose 3, Tons of Subs, their debut album from 1968. Self-titled 3 from 1969. Fire and Water, 1970. Highway, 1970. At Last, 1972. And Heartbreaker, 1973. Okay, with 5 albums, I chose Blondie, self-titled, 1976. Second album, Plastic Letters, 1977. Parallel Lines, 1978. Eat You the Beat, 1979. And Order American, 1980. With 4 albums, I chose Janis Joplin, Big Brother and Holding Company, 1967. Big Brother and Holding Company, Cheap Thrills, 1968. And Janis Joplin. I Got Them All, Cosmic Blues Again, Mama, 1969. And Pearl, 1971. For 3, I chose Cat Stevens, Monobone Jackon, 1970. T for the Tillerman, also 1970. And Teaser and Firecat, 1971. For 2, I chose Finnish band The Knights of Iguana, their debut album The Gift from 1986, and their second and final album Grapefruit 3 from 1987. They also made an EP 3 years later, which I also have. And with 1 album, I chose Canadian hard rock band Moxie. This is from their debut album from 1975. yeah, that's it for this time. I am hoping to make another video or videos soon, but well, time will tell whether I will make them or not. That's it for this time. Hope you like this. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Bye.